Hey, how you doing? Here are 6 or 7 tips at least on how to not mess up that Zoom meeting that you're attending and be that guy or be the a-hole. We've all been in there in that Zoom room where there's that guy that just messes everything up. Well, I'm going to give you some tips, tricks, and hints that you can utilize in your next Zoom meeting. Hey, how you doing? I hope you are well. My name's Ryan J. And let's get into it. This topic about Zoom meetings, well, they are quite prevalent these days for the zombie outbreak that we're going through. And it was supposed to last 2 weeks, but here we are. And we're deep in November now. So I see no end in sight for Zoom meetings, which is totally cool because, hey, it is kind of cool to utilize the technology that has been happening before our eyes. Now, getting into the learning curve part of it, all right, that's something different. So I'm going to give you some advice on tackling these. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, I was just brainstorming today, thinking back. Well, it happened during a Zoom meeting today. We were talking about eye level and where to look and how close is too close, and what if I'm back here, or what if I'm standing in the corner of the room, and is that important? Well, I kind of think it is, but then again, situations vary and different Zoom meetings call for different type of etiquette. All right. I'm not wearing pants right now, but is that important? No, because this is like just a video and I'm not gonna stand up and start doing yoga or exercises like that. Just kidding. I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing pants. But you get what I'm saying. It's a situational type thing, and different situations call for the appropriate action and sound judgment calls. All right. Because we've all been, or I know I've been in some train wreck Zoom meetings where some of the guests are like literally vacuuming during the Zoom. And I'm just kind of like, my brain hurts. My brain is literally, can you see this? Is it melting out of my ears right now? Why are you vacuuming? Another Zoom meeting, the lady was doing laundry. It needs to be done. Yes, I will give you that. Laundry does need to be done. But does it need to be done at the same time as we're having a Zoom meeting that, this is an important one? That's why we were here. And now you're doing that. Now, situations are different. On some of my Zoom meetings, I've actually taken a walk, and I've shared that with my audience because at that point in time, it was really kind of pertinent to the situation and where we were. My taking a walk was like, look, you can have time to exercise and be on a Zoom meeting, and it was no big deal. And plus, I walked down to the river and showed him the view, so that was kind of cool. So it all kind of depends, but it comes down to the situation and what the seriousness of the Zoom meeting is. All right, first and foremost, make sure you're off mute. All right, there's going to be a little button down on the bottom before you start spitting out your words of wisdom and all that gold that you have inside of you to share during the Zoom meeting. Make sure you're off mute. Also, make sure you're on camera. If you're on the third screen or fourth screen and sometimes they don't bring it to your attention, you might not even know you're not on camera. And you might be muted. So quite possibly you could sit through the whole thing and be talking up all sorts of valuable information, but be on mute the whole time. Check those. Oh, here's another thing. Make sure that you have a solid connection the whole time. Now, if you're traveling and you're in the car and you're maybe somewhere where 9G or whatever hasn't quite taken hold, maybe figure something else out for that Zoom. But have a solid internet connection so that you're connected. All right. Lighting. Now we're getting high tech. We're getting high tech. So right now where I am, I got the lights on above me. I have a ring light behind my camera right now. And then I have another light over here on the other side. It might be a little too much light because I got a shiny bald head. But at any rate, lighting. Now, it's not this, the lighting is a little bit better than if I were to do the Zoom meeting in my closet. All right? Get it? All right. Oh, now we're coming into some manners. And usually the person that's organizing or is the host of the meeting, the Zoom meeting, will have some sort of semblance of control over it and have an agenda. They might have here's what we're going to go through. Now, whatever the organizational structure is of the meeting, do your best to try and follow the rules of the host. Be considerate to the other Zoom participants. What do I mean by that? Don't give them weird gestures, okay? Don't do that. Try not to pick your nose and flick it at them. Nothing like that. All right, well, that's obvious stuff. But here, not so obvious, trying to watch your crosstalk, okay? Having communication via Zoom is different than in person, where you can both be talking at the same time and still understand what's going on in the room. It's not that easy via Zoom. So give whoever's talking the adequate amount of time to make their point or ask their question or provide feedback or whatever that looks like. Then it may be your turn to speak. Okay? So just be considerate of others when there's crosstalk, because then everybody might as well just go ahead and leave the meeting if there's crosstalk, because it's super confusing, nothing gets accomplished, and it's hard to process what's happening. So watch that. All right. Crosstalk, pay attention to the host and her rules or his rules. Where to look. I had a conversation today with where to look. Now, unbeknownst to me, the participants of this Zoom meeting thought it was a little bit more important than not the importance, I just like being comfortable. So what I did is I took my phone holder with my ring light and I set it on a table and I kicked back in my chair and I was like this. I was like really, really comfortable. Like I'm kicking back. All right, we're going to have a Zoom meeting. Like I treated the Zoom meeting like I was in my living room and they were my guests in my living room. I don't know if they received it that well. Now, being that do I care? No, I don't care, but I was made aware of it. So now I'm gonna try and watch next time, like And I get it, because the whole communication between people thing is eye contact. So where I'm looking right now, I'm looking at my camera at you. I'm looking at my camera at you. So I don't know what I'm looking like if I look down or look at my notes, all right? Or if I'm way up here looking down, it's kind of weird. Kind of gets weird. I would agree. Background, or just pay attention to your surroundings. Do you have a crazy wild dog? All right, well, I got a crazy wild dog, but he doesn't usually jump in on my Zoom meetings. But you know what? Life is life, and situations happen, and I think people deal with that okay. But when like if you're doing it in try and be mindful of your situation and cut back on the extra stuff going on around you. And that would go with your background as well. Now, is my background for my lives, is that distracting? Actually, I really don't even know. I don't know. On Zoom, though, there is a function where you can choose your background. You can put yourself in outer space and on the Golden Gate Bridge and maybe in a flower field or something like that. So if your background is truly distracting, there is a tab up in the top. I want to say it's the top right-hand corner where you can choose your background. So that's cool to know. Appearance. Well, again, this kind of, now if you want to bring your A game on your Zoom and just be awesome, so you got your lighting, you made sure that you're connected to the internet and your mic is off and you're on, or your mic is unmuted and you're still on video. Now it's your appearance. I kind of half jokingly said I wasn't wearing pants, but because honestly, like, you're really only showing up from here up. So sweatpants, totally cool. Pick a color, I suppose, that brings out your good qualities. Brush your hair. Yeah, that's about it. Depending on how much you care about your own personal appearance, you may want to look at that, or you may not. Or just showing up 100% authentic, you being you, well, that's cool too. And eye level, we talked about that. We talked about looking down here versus looking up here versus looking down here versus looking, you get it. I have heard that looking direct, or heard, experienced, try to practice as much as I can in my lives, in my Zoom, to look straight ahead at the camera, and that seems to yield the best, most pleasurable viewing experience for the other people on the Zoom. So it just brings them comfort and makes it more natural. I hope you got value from this. Now, since we are speaking about Zooms, Monday mornings I open up an open Zoom call. It's the Monday AM Motivation Zoom. Lasts about a half hour. It's at 8 a.m. Central Time. So if you're able to get on, everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome to this. And I look forward to chatting with you. What are we going to talk about? Well, Monday is an awesome day for me. I embrace Mondays, and I like to be positive on Mondays. I like Mondays because it's the beginning of the week, a new time to make more of a difference, more of an impact, a fresh start of the week. So that's why I'm hosting these Monday morning motivation Zoom calls. I invite you to them. Till next time, this is Ryan J. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and may the odds forever be in your favor. Bye.